take it back, take it back, take it back, take it back. Slide, 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 slide. You finna go live. Slide, you finna go live. Slide, you finna go live. Slide. I like you got some skate. Skates on, skates on, skate. I like you got on some 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 skate. Start for the jet, let's go. Pull off with you. Slide ding, ride ding, dad ding. Move it with you, drop it with you. Time about the green light, let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up? Since Coach don't want to show his face because Ken hit him with the no diggity, no doubt. What's up? What's up? What's up? No diggity, no doubt. What's up? Listen, if you ain't in this chat right now, text somebody to text somebody to text somebody. Because I'm here to tell you right now, you know I'm a shooter. I'm a straight shooter. Fire. Hey, we may have us one, Canes fans. Let me just temper it just a little bit. We may have Houston. We may have the Eclipse. May have just landed in South Florida. Total blackout. We may have one. Put in the chat your thoughts about Cam. Rate him from 1 to 10. Somebody said it earlier today. I'm taking over. It's my turn. Coach told me he missed me. I'm about to see how much he missed me. 12 is taking over right now. Listen to this. Put in the chat from 1 to 10 how Cam played. Okay? Somebody said earlier today, no Diddy. And we spoke about this. We spoke about ice cream. And I gave everybody the flavors. And someone said Neapolitan. And we got that today. We got all the flavors. We got that cream get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. What's up, everybody? Let's go.
We good, man.
I'm sorry, Coach, for my soliloquy.
You all right? You back up off that mic a little bit.
No pause.
No pause. Back just a little bit. Back off that thing. I'll do this. He's a little close, cuz. He's a little close.
I'm excited, bro. I want to make sure everybody heard me.
All right, man. 225 in the building. 225 people in the building, man. This is Canes Talk Live. Coach Hayes Football, man. Your favorite coach in the building with my dog V12, man. Listen, we're going to open up the phone lines. We're not going to be here too long, but we are going to give you 2 minutes to speak your piece about what you saw, what you thought you saw, maybe what you saw, or maybe some you didn't see. Come on here. Got your 2 minutes. And let's not do just one more question. Come on, y'all, please. I love it. But anyway, real quick summary. I did like what I saw. I really enjoyed what I saw out of both of them, right? Even though people want to call it the ice cream with the vanilla, there was a couple sprinkles in there, if you understand what I'm saying, right? They dipped the cone in some sprinkles. We saw they try to do a couple of different things. We saw all of the quarterbacks play. We saw the running backs play. We definitely saw a lot of Elijah Lofton playing in the backfield. All right. We saw Arroyo out there as well. I think Kirk. We saw JoJo, Ray, Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. We saw, my bad. But we saw everybody. Okay. And they spread the ball around. Like I said.
We saw the new additions. Come on, Coach. Got to give me that one, dog. We saw the new additions. I tried. John.
All right, I clap it up.
Candy girl.
Yeah, we clap it up for you on that one. Now that was a good one, dog, because I almost laughed at it. That was a good one.
We saw the new additions, dog. Minus Bobby.
I just want to know who's gonna be Johnny Gill, who's gonna come in late. But anyway, here's my question. Here's my question to you guys. Like I said, what did you see? What didn't you see? What did you like? What you didn't like? The whole 9 yards. You're more than welcome to call in. I'm getting ready to open up the phone lines here. Oh, I got to do it over here. My dog V12 on the 862-799-9956. Like I said, as the queue builds up, I'll go ahead and say this quickly to you, 12, that defensively, we saw them playing. DBs play better. We saw Mish Powell, as they say, came in, made some plays. We saw some guys do some good things. We saw some good throws. Again, I think Cam Ward is the headline of this this spring game. Played ball, threw the ball on schedule and threw the ball off schedule. Found a way to flick it around two times, I believe, in the game when he was under pressure. Can move in the pocket, agile. We've seen this already from him in Washington State. But I think he looks even a little bit more comfortable because the Miami offensive line is better than the Washington State offensive line. So he feels a little bit more comfortable. But what I was really impressed, Miss Wilcox, thank you. I ain't seen you in so long, Miss Wilcox. I'm so glad you're here. I be worried about y'all when I don't see y'all, man. And I'm still looking for Cool from the Crib. If y'all find Cool from the Crib, holler at me. But anyway, the thing is, what I liked about Cam's game is he knew where everybody belonged, right? And that's real rare early. But he's an old vet, right? He's an old dog. He knows this stuff, right? Terminology may be different. He knows where the check down is. He knows where the blind spot is. He knows where that guy is. We saw that. We saw Reese Poffenbarger come in number 2. We saw him throw the ball around the yard a little bit. I know people are definitely going to have some opinions about that. Jordan Futch, what's up with you, man? And then we saw Emory Williams come in. He threw the ball around the yard a little bit as well. And then we also saw Jacurri Brown, which has been a story pretty much for the past week or so, week and a half. And I thought he played well. He took off a big run, about a 50-yard stretch. There's no stats to really go over here. But he took off for a stretch, threw the ball down the field pretty good, had good pocket presence. The touchdown pass he threw off his back foot, that was supposed to be, it looked like it was supposed to be a screen. Couldn't really tell from that angle. But yeah, man, I mean, that shows his arm strength. And he's another guy that throws the ball off schedule, but still makes plays, man. So I'm super excited about that. 12, what's your overall look at it? And then we'll go ahead and get into the phone lines and we'll roll this thing. We'll be on about an hour.
Yeah, sounds good. So for me, I was very impressed with the play calling. I think we spoke quickly before we got on, and everything. I think if Dawson can call plays how he called them today, I think it would be okay. The talent is definitely there. Cam, you know how sometimes we watch the game, and I'm not sure if Canes fans felt like this. Sometimes we were watching the game, and you kind of felt the game slipping away, and you weren't confident that we'll be able to win the game or maintain it. Well, when I saw Cam today, there's a certain comfort level that he brings, I think, to me as a fan and also to the team. The leader, and like you say, he can throw the ball, and he doesn't make the rookie mistake because he's a veteran. And the way how he uses his legs, people are going to contend that JB uses his legs as well. I think Cam just has a little bit, he's more nuanced with the way how he moves and how he can get down the field and still move with his eyes down the field and make really, really nice throws. So for me, there's definitely a clear distinction for QB1. Now let's talk about QB2, if you don't mind. QB2 through 4. Let me just say this: JB, I don't know who and where that came from, but JB is definitely not QB4. Let me just say this: he played very, very well, and I'm going to give credit as well to Emory. Emory played well as well. So for me, we got 1, and then maybe 2A and 2B between JB and Emory. And for me, I think that either way, if something were to go wrong with QB1, we'll be okay with QB2. Parf, I think he'll probably be 3, and then the other young man, the rookie, will be 4. So there's no way. Let's dispel that rumor right now. JB is definitely not QB4 by no stretch of the imagination. But we are in good hands, I think, in the quarterback room and also in the receiver room and running back room.
And speaking of receivers, I don't know how I left my man out. Xavier Restrepo showed up and showed out like he always does. And I understand the Tyler Van Dyke, Xavier Restrepo roommate thing. But I've been saying this from the beginning of time. 480 in the building. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I've been saying this since the beginning. Quarterbacks throw to who they trust. Now, if he's your roommate, yeah, you probably got more trust because you share stories and you're around the guy a lot more than normal. But at the end of the day, we saw when JB was at the bowl game at Rutgers, who had not played any game, Xavier Restrepo was the leading receiver. We saw today, Cam Ward comes in from not another team, a whole nother coast. Comes in, Xavier Restrepo. Xavier Restrepo. Cane juice biting, y'all. I'm sorry. Get your shirt. Thank you for somebody just bought a shirt too. Thank you, guys. Xavier Restrepo, WR1. Right? And I'm going to tell you why. He catches the ball, tough situations, and the time that Cam Ward rolled out and he hit him on that scramble drill, right? Deep comes short, short go deep. He found a way to get open. Cam caught him on the sideline. He Tony toe tapped the sideline. And that every time you throw balls like that and they catch it, you get another notch in your belt of trust. I put another notch in my belt. Man, I trust that dude. And that's what you're starting to see. So I get the thing that people want to talk about TVD or the roommate. Why I always throw it at Restrepo? Because the SOB could play. Just that simple. And I'm done with that part. Second is, real quick, I want to give some love. Coach Augusta in the building. Y'all clap it up. We got a new member in the building on YouTube, man. All right. And also, shout out to Pilo in the building, man. The best channel on YouTube, Coach Hayes Football. Thank you so much. And for y'all that decided to use the link on Discord, I appreciate y'all for coming through. I think we had almost 38 people in the building, man, watching it. It was there. It wasn't like the typical champagne room. Coach, it's my first time doing it on Discord. I always do it on a different channel, a different platform, excuse me. So it's a little different. Had some technical difficulty, but trust me, in the next couple of months, I had that thing purring like a 77 Chevy. Y'all know what I'm talking about, huh? But anyway, so with all that being said, the phone lines are open. We got a couple of people in here, and I'm going to get it started. If you are a member, and I do have you listed in here, you can definitely skip the line. It's part of being a member. I'm going to the first person on the line, and I think I know who this is. And before I press this, and if this is who I think it is, I'm highly upset. Is this you? Is this you? Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening to him, but I'll come back to it. 11:05 in the building. Call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. You got 2 minutes.
What's up, V12?
Going on.
Hey, man. Good game. I think we got Cam Ward in the sense of the throws. He off schedule, look pretty. Players, I would say, Restrepo, Jacoby played that session, but he saw how that.
Hey, real quick. Hey, sorry, man. Your phone, is it me too, or your phone breaking up bad? No?
Yes, it's breaking up a little. It's a little choppy, call it.
Yeah,
the phone is just breaking up real bad. Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Better, right? It's better right now.
Oh, yeah. That Cam Ward made.
Listen, go check your phone. Call right back in, man. It's going in and out. I'm not sure why that is.
All
right. Yeah, thanks, man.
11:07. Call back.
Yeah, call back in. I'm not sure why that's happening to you, man. Anyway, let me make sure I got this thing set up right so we can get it in. Yeah, that kind of threw me off a little bit there, man. I don't know if I necessarily like that. All right, here we go. Who we got our next call on the line? 0657. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yo.
You know what? Maybe it's me.
You go.
It's me. I'm
Goodbye.
I'll have to reset it. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but I guess it is me. Sorry about that. But anyway, 12, real quick, man. What did you think regarding to the defense? And then as I reopen this thing up.
Yeah, so the defense, I thought they started off a little slow, but the defense played well. The young guys.
There are 2 participants in the conference.
Sorry about that.
All participants are muted.
Go ahead.
Or I think Guidry called a great game. I mean, we have talent. I mean, Wesley Basing jumping I mean, he's jumping out the gate, making plays, making tackles. And so we see the talent that we have on defense. We just have to make sure that they're able to gel throughout the summer going into the season. I think Gidgey dialed up a lot of plays, couple blitzes here and there. The defensive line, I don't think got really the push that we wanted. But again, we have a really, really good offensive line. So that they got neutralized moving forward. But defense made some good plays, and we'll see how it goes in the future when everybody comes back. Of course, you're missing the guys that we know are the beasts.
Mhm.
I don't remember seeing them playing in the game. And so we spoke about them early in the show. But to have, but Saints out there and the brothers at corner, I thought it was a pretty good defensive effort.
Definitely. Let me go ahead and open this up. I think this is who I think it is. If this is she, I'm gonna be super excited. This is you, Miss the Oracle, Miss Wilcox. Maybe she's asleep. Hope they ain't P. Diddy playing on the phone. Anyway, I got Cool from the crib. Man, I've been asking for Cool. Cool, what's up, man?
Man, what's up, Coach?
Man, where you been, dog? I've been asking for you about 2 weeks now. I'm getting hot.
Nah, my bad, Coach. What's going on, 12?
What's going on, Cool?
I'm good, man. How you feel, man? How'd you feel about the spring game and everything else?
Oh, no, man, I felt good. It was vanilla, and we kind of expected that. They weren't going to do anything too crazy. Cam is who we thought he is. Very excited about that. Very excited. I don't think I've seen a lot of drops, which was very good from the receiving corps. Anybody, y'all can correct me if I'm not correct. But I like what I've seen. JB proving the doubters wrong still. Because, there's a lot of talk. Everybody keeps mocking fourth string quarterback, which it was never said that he was the fourth string. And I'm just glad he was able to show his talent. But I do think the thing that kind of concerns me a little bit, I will say, I think the running game was a little vanilla. How is the tight end seemingly the most impactful player in the running game? You know what I mean? But on the flip side, that's a good thing for the defense. I think the defense came to play. I think there was some good coverage out there. I think that's a credit to the box players that made it tough on the offensive line to get the ball moving. So that's a plus on that side.
No, listen, I totally agree, man. And I'll just say this in conclusion. Yeah, the run game was what it was. Even when they ran the ball, you could kind of see the defensive line wasn't going full throttle, just like the offensive line didn't seem to be going full throttle. I will say this, even though they were tackling, what you don't want to get is friendly fire out there, right? You don't want to get a guy falling down on the back of your leg, twisting an ankle, popping an Achilles, rupturing a meniscus, whatever the case may be. So I think when you looked at the initial pop of those guys, I think it was an initial pop, but you very rarely saw them really truly trying to drive each other off. 12, anything you'd like to say in conclusion, man?
Yeah, cool. Nah, that's a good observation. Cool. I think the running game was. Go ahead, Cool.
Oh no, I was just saying. No, I'm back. No, Coach, I've been trying to subscribe. I'm trying to straighten all that stuff out. I had to troubleshoot for whatever reason. It wasn't taking my card, so I'm getting everything straightened out. I'll be back.
You good, baby? Ain't no pressure.
Everything good, though.
Everything good. I'm happy for you, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Good to hear from you.
Already cool.
All right,
hey,
12.
Let's go now. All right, cool. All right, man, real quick. Number one fan of the youth for the 499 says running game play calling is still miserable. Halfback dives are 90% of the calls. Even in spring game, you can still run off tackle, sweeps, or counters. And like I said, when it comes to the running game, I understand. I know that's what we want. You see, they still played out there with the padded helmets. I don't think they're willing to risk that. I totally understand what you mean. Excuse me. I totally get it. But I also understand the flip side of you double a dude down so tough and you roll up the back of somebody else's legs or you get hurt, you get a labrum tear, something like that. So I understand that. Not to make an excuse. It's just an observation, and I totally get why they do it. But number one fan of you, I appreciate that.
Just-
Over 700 people. Look at 7-Eleven in the building, man.
Yeah, 24/7. No, that's a good observation. I think that we have to make sure that, like I said in the pregame, that if the win-win for the Canes is everyone coming out healthy. And we know that the running back room right now is probably not the healthiest room on our team. So the running backs, they played decent, but the team, the units that were the healthiest performed the best today. That's the quarterback room and the receiving room. And I think having Lofton in the backfield throws a wrinkle. And let's peep this. During the season, what's going to happen is once we have Cam running the show, and this passing game is potentially unstoppable, trust me, them dives are going to be gashing right up the gut. Right, no Diddy, right up the gut. So those dives are going to be fine. Those sweeps are going to be fine. So when we have an opportunity to install those plays, I think we'll be on point. So I'm not as worried about the running game right now because we're not healthy, but we do have a decent running back group.
Yeah, and I'll just say this before I get to the next call on here, 0657. Real quick, what I would just simply say is you got to remember the running back room was pretty much depleted. What you saw, they were all first-timers, even Lofton. Everybody who ran that ball out there, that was their first college competition, if that makes sense. I'm talking about outside of practice, right? A game-type setting. Wheatley, Hellcat, first time. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris Johnson. He played last year, so I apologize. Chris Johnson, Javante Citizen didn't play at all. This was his first time playing. I think he played in the spring before, but y'all know where I'm going. Relax. Okay. And then Lofton, right? We saw Mark Fletcher. We know he's hurt. Allen is hurt. So that's where your experience is from. Henry Parrish hit the portal and Don Chaney hit the portal. So it does leave a little to be desired, and I get it, and I understand that. But I think it'll definitely grow. But I'm going to tell you what it does say about Lofton, though. To come in as a freshman and get those runs like that.
Yeah, huge. I mean, I'm not saying we overlook and don't have another addition or two in running back throughout the portal. People are saying portal. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the receiver room is stacked. Do we need another receiver? I don't believe so. I think we stacked at the receiver position. Another tight end? Possibly. But at the receiver position, from what I saw, and I think Cool was right on, I didn't see a lot of drops because I'm kind of looking for that. And a lot of hand catching. A lot of hand catching.
Short man, 12.
A lot of and that's what I like. I got big hands and no Diddy. But I'm saying, so when you put them out there, you just got to put everything in it. You know what I mean? So, and you just got to look it in. And I saw that today, and I was very impressed by the balls that were thrown and catchable balls and the routes that were ran, separation. So I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. All right, let's go ahead and get these phone calls in. Like I said, we ain't going to be here long. 11:05, he called in earlier. Maybe it was just the app tripping, man. 11:05, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from, what's your thoughts. You got 2 minutes.
What's up, Coach? This is Jamel out of DC. Y'all can hear me this time?
I got you, man. It was my I'm sorry.
Loud and clear. Coach tried to set you up, Jamel. Smack Coach. I'm going to smack Coach for you.
Ooh, it's like, nah, but I think it was a good display today. I think Cam Ward did pretty well. Ja'Kai Brown did pretty well. He did the things we know he could do. It's just those little short passes still a little tad bit off. I think that's the thing. If he can get that, he'll be the future. It's like those little screens and those little passes, those still seem to give him a little bit problem. Hoffenberger looked a little shaky. Emmy Williams kind of looked like how he looked. Defensive side, I think Wesley Basaint played pretty good. Lightfoot played pretty good. He made a couple plays for the Malik Bryan off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Nice Powell played bad. I just think Restrepo played great, and he did what great receivers do. So I mean, I think it's a lot of promise. Yes, we could show up something with the DBs just a little bit, and with a healthy running back room, we'd be pretty good. Because the thing I like about Cam Ward, what I saw today, is that for defense, he's gonna give a defense nightmares. because he always took what you gave him. Like you could see him going to the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Like you couldn't focus on anybody. Restrepo did good, but so did Horton. As soon as Jacoby George came in, he threw a touchdown to him. So it's like he would literally spread the ball around. So who can you really focus on? So I think that allows for Dawson to kind of be a dangerous offensive coordinator if you got a quarterback who can kind of give the ball to anybody. And some of the throws he was making is just like, if he could do that throughout the season, let's say if he could play like that and have that level of comfortability and confidence and spread the ball and do what we didn't do last year. We gave a couple of those players the ball in space and let them do what they do. We got some speedsters out there. We gave JoJo the ball in space, not Carr, Ray Joseph the ball in space today. So we can continue to do that and let the playmakers make plays. We kind of promising on the offensive side of the ball, and if defense can shore that up, I think we looking good. What y'all think?
Listen, I'm with you 100%, man. I appreciate it. I got to push on. We'll answer it, but I appreciate it, man, because we got a bunch of people calling. 789 people, 789 in the building. And I'm doing my giveaway to the members right now too, man. But thank you, man. Appreciate you calling, Jamil, man. Apologize about it earlier.
Yeah. Here's the thing that we want to focus on too. If you take a look at even some of the great quarterbacks from last season whose teams they did very well, the Oregons, the Washingtons, the USCs, those quarterbacks were mobile. And even though Colorado didn't do as well, Shedeur, when you have a mobile quarterback who somebody put it, he's smooth, he can keep the play alive, that puts a lot of pressure on the defensive backs. And so one thing about Cam, he moves and he keeps his eyes down the field. And to the point, Jamel said, he's taking what the defense is going to give him. Throw the ball away, he'll slide, he'll run out of bounds, he'll make a throw. So I think for me, the expectation is that he continue this type of play, protect himself, and have the coaching staff put him in the proper situation. If a play breaks down, he's able to make sure that the play, ad-lib and make sure the play is a productive play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like on the real note, the guy can play, dog. We could put this up 1,000 ways from Sunday. I really think the guy can play. I thought he played well at Washington State under the circumstances of what he was in. Yeah, the record wasn't great. I think they were 6-6, 5-6, whatever it was. But what I do know is that he is now surrounded by more talent than Washington State, right? And him being at Washington State was due to his recruitment. 3-star kid coming from Incarnate Word. What I will say about him is he has proved himself through, I would consider, lower level talent, and now has raised and brought himself up to play for the U. And that's all I can say. I mean, like I said, we could talk about his play. He showed it today. He didn't really do anything today, I have to be honest. He hasn't done at Washington State, if you go watch some of his games. So I'm not shocked because we've seen his body of work. He's just doing it now in a different color uniform. It's more about the guys behind him that have not shown their body of work in that sense. But real quick, man, let me go ahead and I'm going to spin this wheel. Got quite a few people in there. If your name is called, you got to hurry up, call in, put your last 4 of your digits of your phone number in there so I can take your call. And you get to pick anything from the store, anything from the store, and just let me know, and we'll get involved and we'll get in touch, man. But you got to call in order to win. You got to call in order to win.
So why we? Oh, go ahead, Coach. Spin that thing.
No,
why are we there, Coach? How do you think the change in venue impacted the play, the players and the environment, the new venue on campus, the soccer venue?
It looked good. Slow folk, you won. I know you're a member. You're always in the Discord, so you better call in, slow folk. All right, I don't want to spin this wheel, but this one time now. All right, so you got the time I do this, and by the time I call the next person I finish with them, you better call in, slow folk. I'm gonna be hot. But anyhow, the camera maybe not give it justice. Yeah, it looked to be a lot of people there. I still have my own personal thing about it. That even the commentator said, "Oh, well, the Hard Rock is hard for people to get to." Well, I guarantee a lot of those people that were at that game live north of the Hard Rock or around the Hard Rock. So I think that's all right. 0389, I got you. So in my opinion, I feel like that's an excuse You know, it's a good way to cover it up. I get it. So be it, whatever. But at the end of the day, don't punish those like I did in that my walking video. Don't punish the faithful for the faithless. That's all I got to say about the venue. And I understand they say Mario Cristobal did it because that's how it was done when he was there. And I get that, dog, right? But you still ain't watching black and white TVs, bro, because you grew up with a black and white TV. So cut that noise, man. Cut the noise. I'm trying to be positive, but I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. All right, I'm back. Slow folk, appreciate it, man. All right, let's go. I was getting hot. I'm sorry. Teeing me off.
Jay Parker said, "I like the home feeling of the game." So somebody disagrees with you, Coach. It looked different. I don't know if that impacted the play calling. It seemed different, man. It seemed, we watch. Here's the interesting thing.
Because it was tight.
Escuchen, por favor. Coach. Escuchen, por favor.
Escúcheme. No more habla.
Last year, and people can call. If somebody who you says at the game you said somebody's at the game. Hopefully that person calls in and let us know the vibe. If you were at the game, spring game, call and let us know the vibe. Because last year you were at the game last year, Coach, spring game. You said the vibe didn't seem like it was great. It was a different thing playing all the way in that stadium in Fort Lauderdale. So being closest to home, it seemed a little different. I don't know if it impacted the play or the play caller, but it did seem more quaint and more homely, and the players seemed to perform.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let me get through these callers, man. Real quick, Dread80 for the $25 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Dread80, for the $25 on Cash App. We surrounded by cash. And Norman in the building, man, for the $15. Hi, guys. Great show. Sorry I can't stay for the whole show. Clap it up for these two guys, man. Appreciate it.
You got a new number too, Coach.
I know, I saw it. And also, IMAX. IMAX has become a new member, man. Y'all clap it up for IMAX becoming a new member in the building.
Shout out IMAX.
All right. So thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. All right, I got a lot going on here. Okay, I can't do that. I gotta do this. I'm sorry, y'all. There's too much going on right now. Where's the thing, man? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm sorry. Man. All right. Let me get to these callers, man. We got to knock these callers out. 06, I did 0657 already. 0657. Caller talking to 0657.
Hello?
Go, yes.
Yeah, Coach, you keep losing me.
I'm back to you, baby. I got you now. What's up?
All right, good. Everything good with you?
I'm good, man. We ready to rock and roll, man. Hit us up with 2 minutes because we stacked in the queue.
Cool, man. I enjoyed the spring game, man. I enjoyed the receiver room the most, man. And of course, Cam Ward is Cam Ward, but the receiver room stood out the most. And Shamar Kirk looked good, man. What you think?
I agree.
Hey,
I agree.
I agree 100%. I think if you take a couple shows, where maybe last year when he came to JUCO, I put his name on my top list, and he showed it. Last year he didn't do too much, but that young man can play. He can catch. He can go. So I'm just glad he stayed around, and I the competition is gonna be huge.
That's big right there, man. That's big, man. I'll say the same thing, man. I enjoyed what I saw. I know you guys asked. I enjoyed it. I had fun looking at it. Some people don't see it, but I think some people expect when they see a spring game, they're going to see a game. You have to kind of peel back the layers of the onion when it comes to spring games, right? You're not going to see the high flying acrobatic, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say it's vanilla, but it's the atmosphere is not the same. The momentum is not the same. The intensity is not the same. It's not, you're not playing against another opponent, even though I know your mindset says that, but also for coaches, they are trying to pick out and choose what works and what doesn't work as they go into the summer and maybe revamp their playbooks. Hey, we did play A, B, and C. Play B didn't work as well. Let's cut it. Let's go to D, E, and F. You know what I mean? And so from a fan's perspective, you know, I get it. Oh, this spring game looked like it was trash. Yeah, I get it. I understand that. But you know, it is what it is. But I did see from my perspective, I saw some great things that they could build off of like a Lego set, man. Any last word?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Any last words? Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
How you feel about JB, coach? I think JB is a solid number 2 coach. Pop, everybody talking negative about Pop. I'm not really, talking negative, but JB looked good. He solidified probably for to be the starter next year. They say Judge on red shirt. I'm not gonna speak on the defense right now. I'm always calling into your show, man. Hey, coach, 803. When you see that 803 hit your line, man, that's me every time, man.
Okay, I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, hold it down.
Yes, sir. All right, I hate to sound like I'm rushing you guys, but we got a lot of callers. I want to give them some because 12 got something to rock with, and I do too as well. We got quite a few people in the building on here as well. 27 came for the $20. Come on, man. Clap it up. What's up, fellas?
Yo.
I'm glad I could finally catch a live show. Pretty pleased with what I saw. I see JB, Jakari Brown, QB2. I guess X. Oh, my God. Go Canes. I'm loving that 27 Kane. Thank you for that, man. Thank you. Definitely helps this channel grow. I appreciate it. Let me get to the next.
And you made a great point too. I know some of the people in the chat we're talking about penalties and things of that nature. Yes, there were a lot of penalties, but this is the growing pains. So we have to ensure that we clean those penalties up. If you have to clean the penalties up, it did get sloppy, but then you're dealing with 4 different quarterbacks. You're dealing with the new additions. So yes, I agree. Those are concerns. But can I just say this, and not to say there weren't any personal foul type penalties. Things that put us in bad situations. Yeah, put us in bad situations last year, and those are the things we have to clean up. I don't know. They sat Jacoby Joyce down a little bit. He seemed to have calmed down. Came out, played ball. So there are different things we could build upon, and that's what's called progress. And I think we're headed in the right direction.
Gotcha. Appreciate it, man. Let me get to the next one here. Remember Jordan Poole in here, but right before I do, Wholesome one in the building. Just finished up our spring game. Coach, 30K people showed up in the spring game and created a nice crowd. Hashtag go Gophers. I just got to slap you just because you're my dog. I'm going to slap you for that, man. I'm slapping you because I'm proud of you, dog. That's a slap out of love, if that makes sense, man. Shout out to the Wholesome one, man, out there living his dreams. Even though he's at the wrong UM, University of Minnesota, and not the University of Miami. But that's all good, right, man. It's always going to be love.
And Wholesome, since you a Gopher, why don't you go get us some cheesecake from Junior's, since you a Gopher? Why don't you go get us some cheesecake? Diddy style. Yeah, y'all talk about no Diddy? We going Diddy style. Get us some cheese. Go to get us some cheese since you a Gopher. Hey, we proud of you, brother. Hey, from the crib, went to American, doing what you got to do, man. Keep it the good work. Keep it the good work.
I'm already you for the $5. JB looks good. Hope he stay and understand if he don't. Yeah, I thank you for the $5 again, man. I appreciate that. But you're right. So you go get man. Let me get the Pool, man. Talking about some cheesecake. Pool, what's up with you, man? Talk to us. What's your thoughts on the game?
What up, Coach? Hold on, let me mute my TV. What's up, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Talk to me.
I feel optimistic about the game, man. It's pretty, especially about JB. I know everybody beat his drum and everything like that, but shit, you ball out, people gonna beat your drum.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Cam, just as good as advertised. X, come on, man, just as good as advertised.
Listen, you ain't telling us nothing we ain't said already. So I'm with you 100%, bro. I'm with you 100%. I'm just simply saying that, we got to just make sure that we keep the pressure on as a fan base and start demanding what we want and stop accepting what we get. Ooh, I need to put that on a shirt.
All right, Coach. The whole reason I called in, Coach, I want that prediction, man. You gave it last year around this time. I want it this time. What is it?
Damn, boy, you pretty good. I ain't think nobody's going to get me today. Not this fast.
Oh, no, sir.
I got a minute on the clock left to think about it. 12. Answer some questions as I ponder.
The predictions were, you mean for the
For
season?
the season. For the season.
You already gave.
No, I said minimum. I said 10-win minimum.
You said
now
10
my
win
prediction
minimum.
has to come out. Yes.
Well, listen, like you said, demand what we want. We want a talent. We got talent. We wanted a quarterback. We have the quarterback. So there's no excuses. This is the year for Mario. Like I said in the pregame, remember, Mario's under 500. He's been here 2 years. He's 12-13 as the head coach. This is the year for him to make that leap. And if he can't make it now, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. Unless something catastrophic happens, if he can't make it now with what we have there, with that type of talent, that type of quarterback, that type of poise at that position, I think we're in trouble for the future. So I gave it, I gave mine earlier. I said I'm sticking with the 10 wins. That's my prediction. 10 wins. I'm not sure if coach going over that. And someone said, can we make the playoffs? Depending on how the ACC pans out, we may be able to get in there.
I'll say this, man. I'll push on real quick. My whole focus was 10-win minimum. That was not my record prediction.
Okay.
Am I stuck, 12?
Yeah, you stuck. Yeah, you stuck. That's all
I'm
right.
Mighty cheesy.
Yeah, because they say you're not telling the truth.
But you can still
Come
hear
on,
me.
coach, you doing a whole bunch of circle talk.
Hold on.
Let me hear something.
We can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you. We can still hear you. Go ahead and talk.
All right. Well, I'm stuck looking. Mighty broke up. Anyway, I said 10-win minimum as I bloviate and pontificate through this dissertation of diarrhea. I'm still going to go 10-2, but I will say this. I can see 11-1 barring no significant injury to 4 particular players.
So you hedging your bet?
No, I'm not hedging my bet. I'm saying 10-2, but I could definitely see us going 11-1, barring injury. If these injuries don't occur, I can see us being 11-1. Of course, Cam Ward, Xavier Restrepo, Ruben Bain, I want to be safe on my other one. And one of those DBs, I'll leave the DBs open. One of those DBs. I'll leave it like that. I think that's safe. But 10-2, I'll say right now, is my safe bet. I could definitely see us going 11-1 minus any injury to one of those 4 guys. I think that's a nice deal. But I gotta fix my face because I look mighty cheesy right now. Like I just got some cheesecake.
All right.
Let me get to.
I'll take that, coach.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me get to the next call. Why am I stuck?
Coach, I'll call in next time.
All right, thanks, brother.
Just go out and come back. Move yourself and come back in.
Yeah, you'll have to take it for a second. I'm gonna get the next call.
Just remove it. Just remove the other video real fast.
No, I'm gonna put you up there by yourself, and I'm gonna go down.
You got a call on?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a caller right now.
Okay.
All right, your next caller on the line, 2248. 2248. Caller, talk to 12.
How you doing, bro?
What's going on? Who is this? Where you calling from?
This is Randy talking out of Orlando. I've been a diehard Miami fan for about 30 years. I think you and Coach Hayes setting yourself up. Hello?
I'm here. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay. I think you and Coach Hayes setting yourself up for failure with the 10-2 record.
Okay.
Okay. I went back and watched the last game, the bowl game, because I'd be bored and I just be wanting to study Miami games.
Okay.
And I think coaching is setting us up for failure. They got the punt block, and without the center, they had about 3 people on the line of scrimmage. That's just gross negligence. And also missing 2 linemen that declared for the draft on a very important 4th and 2 or 3. They run a running play up the middle.
Right.
And also one more other thing that I think y'all taking out of that's not paying very much important to. We have no defensive tackles to stop the run. Average team ran all over us in the bowl game. Until we address that in the Mario era, we won't get better. And plus, I don't trust the coaches there.
Okay, those are fair points. So what should we be thinking from a record standpoint? What do you thinking the record is going to be? What's your prediction?
I'm gonna go 9-4 because I'm gonna go 9-4 or 9-3, maybe even 8-5. But I just because I don't trust the coaching staff.
No,
well, that's on you.
Let me just say, let me address that. You know, we have to. I do understand. No, I do understand. Last year, the bowl game wasn't indicative of how this season is going to go. This is a totally different. This is going to be a totally different team. It's a totally different year. I think that we're able to overcome some of those. Go ahead.
Trust the coaching staff and improve it. Those were bonehead decisions on the coaching staff.
I agree, and we have to be able to give the coaches space to improve. So yeah, we listen. We killed Mario last. Remember, we should have been 8 already. We killed the coaching staff already. That murder been gone. Murder was the case. First 48, Opalaka, Overtown, Scotch Projects. We've been killed that. So right. We know they make bad mistakes, or made bad mistakes in the past. Hopefully, going forward, they're able. Mario took responsibility, able to move forward. Because
what about the defensive tackles? Who do you see on our roster that's 2 defensive tackles gonna stop the run 12 games in a season?
Listen, from a defensive standpoint, we're gonna have to put the proper people in place.
You can't say on this line that you have anybody on our roster that you say set in stone that we got that solid.
No, but
the guy transferred from Florida that we had one year.
Listen, when you have the type of defense that Guidry plays, it's the next man up mentality. Every team loses good players. Every team loses D tackles either to the pros or to the transfer portal. What we have to do right now, we have to develop that person. And we still were competitive last year. So to your point, even with the lack of defensive tackles, in your opinion, right, we were still competitive. We should have won 8 games last year. So my thing is, I don't think the optimism is far-fetched this year based off this spring game. But we'll see. I appreciate your opinion, brother. And when we get to that 10, we get that 10. Go ahead.
I got to go.
You guys got to put more emphasis on the defensive tackle.
Okay.
That's when Miami is good and great, and we haven't had that in a long time. Also, you guys, we didn't use Brashard Perryman or whatever his name is, Brashard Smith. He's a factor when they gave him the ball. How you gonna trust him to get Ray and JoJo and them guys involved when he couldn't even use Brashard Smith,
okay.
a talented guy?
So here's what I'll tell you, man. What's your name again?
Top 5 players on the roster.
All right, I got
you,
man. Bro.
They ought to be too. Thank y'all, man.
Hold on. What's your name?
Yeah. My name Randy. Call him from Orlando.
Randy.
Where you is, Coach? I love you, man.
Love you too,
wanted
bro.
to debate you 2 weeks ago, but I couldn't get in. I really want to touch on some more things with you.
Well, I'll be back on.
Say the roster.
We'll be back on. We got plenty to talk about.
Okay, the roster, you said in his first year, the recruiting roster, it's time to hold him accountable. He only had 5 players left that did anything. And the only reason he got them 5 players, some guy called in the other day and told you that it was the bottom 3 stars that contributed.
That's right.
The other 12 players out of the 17, they either not here or they ain't contributed.
Correct. I got you. Randy, appreciate it. I got to go, but we call in.
Let me just say this.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Randy.
Mario to get the defensive tackle. Thank you, Coach A.
Thanks, man.
All right. So Randy is obviously he's a defensive tackle guy. I understand his point. Here's what I'm saying. By his logic, we've had no defensive tackles, and we went 7-6 last year. We probably should have been 8-4 last year. So I at least give us 8-4. I think we could. I think with Cam there, we can overcome. We can overcome it and get to 10 wins. So I don't see it point for point, but we'll see. Last year's last year. The bowl game is the bowl game. Now we're moving forward. And like I said, what coaches are supposed to do is to develop players. And we haven't had that stud for a while, according to Randy. But as long as we have someone that's decent enough to play the position, I think we'll be okay. And who knows? We find that stud. You never know.
I agree. I'll just say this real quick, man. $20 from Hurricane Hill, excuse me, for the $20, man. Appreciate that so much on Cash App. Thank you. I had to reboot some. That's why it took me a minute to get to you, but thank you so much. Slowfolk, you better call on in here, Slow. Oh, he on the line right now. My bad. Anyway, so I appreciate that. Hurricane Hill, thank you so much for that, man. It means a lot. Appreciate it. Here's what I'm gonna just say to him. I understand what he's saying about the trusting of the coaches. I get that. I've explained that. And Randy, I can tell you watch the show because you're well versed on what happens on these shows. But I also said, and I just said again tonight, we got to draw the line in the sand, dog. We can't just say we're going to win 8 games because we don't trust the coach. Well, it's time to put the pressure on his behind. Guess what? He $8 million. Go hire a tutor. He can get Football for Dummies. They got books. Whatever you got to do. But at an $8 million, there people say, well, why people always say, because you're getting paid $8 million. $8 million. And you can't figure out game day strategy, which I believe he can. Figure it out. You saw all those people on the sideline. See, this is what y'all misunderstanding. All those people on the sideline, they got on shirts that say the U on it. They all have a job and a responsibility. You could give one of them the job to be on the headset. Coach, it's time to take a timeout. And you look like a genius. Coach, we're down to 2:39 on the clock, 2 possessions. Clock will run it down to 10 seconds. I've actually had a guy like that. Shout out to my man Forbes. He used to do that for me. He'd be in the booth. He never came to practice. He wasn't a coach. He was my dog. He show up on game day, have hot dog. He have boiled peanuts, popcorn, and he sit there and watch the game. But he just spitting information. Get somebody to help you. If you can't figure it out, that's okay. That's okay. You get somebody on the head. I gave him a headset. Go. 2:40 on the clock. You got 2 possessions. You can run it down to 10 seconds. When the ref raises his hand, got 10 seconds. Tell the quarterback, snap it on 10. Figure it out.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to alleviate him or relieve him from the pressures that need to be had in now year 10 with $1 million dude that we saw back there that everybody says can play and walk out of here with one more win than we had last year with quote unquote terrible quarterback play. Unacceptable. Not going to stand for it. Not going to stand for it. And that's just what it is. So anyway, let me get to these next 2 callers. Guys, call on in. 800 people in the building. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for coming through. I thought we could get it to 1,000. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Come throw that U up on us. Also, I got my man on here. 1654 coming to you. Call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, what up, Coach?
What's going on? Who am I speaking to?
Man, Opalaka 74, who's in Orlando with you.
All right, talk
man,
to us,
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got to, hey, look here. I thought last year we had a fighting chance. Now we see the true definition of having a quarterback and not having a quarterback. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed this spring because last year I was shaking my head and I was like, man, I don't see us doing no big thing. Because I didn't see nothing. You called it last year too. You weren't impressed last year. And I was with you on that same boat. But I love that receiving core. And you see what happened and they need to leave. Come on, man. JV ain't no number 3. He ain't no number 4. JV number 2. They need to cut that nonsense out. And I'm not impressed with, what is his name, Poffenberger? I'm sorry, I'm not impressed with what I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I get it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with the 10. We need to win 10, but I can see us winning 11. Bar if everybody stay healthy, like you said. I'm with that too.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. 12, anything you like to respond to that?
Hey, right on. Like I said, the sentiment.
I'm waiting for V12. What's up, V?
Hey, what's up, brother? No, the sentiment just seems different. And like I explained to coach, even just a slight shift of probably the venue, it just seems a little different. And we know, when people talk about, we know D tackles or D linemen, yeah, they're huge. Your best chances of victory runs through your quarterback. That's bar none. And so when I pointed out, when you look at these other schools who quarterbacks done well and probably be top 5, top 10 quarterback in the league coming up in April this month, you got the Caleb Williams, you have the Bo Nix, you have all those guys who are mobile and they can lead their team. And I believe that with Cam Ward behind center, we are good for at least another extra 2 games just by his legs alone. So I'm with you 100%. This seemed like a different sentiment this year. And like you said, Coach did last year, he called it, Tua, we may be in trouble. But this year, I think it looks and feels different. Looks and feels different this year.
Definitely, man. Appreciate it.
I agree with you 100% because it does look and it feels different. Because when Coach Toy Hayes said, man, I'm not impressed. I know that they love to use the vanilla thing, but man, you get to see some things, and people need to quit thinking this is actual real game. This is basically practice that you get to see. Live contact practice. That's what you get to see. We ain't playing nobody else. Now you go ahead and put another college on that field, then you see some stuff. But ain't nobody trying to get nobody hurt. So I understand it because I heard somebody earlier complaining about the running game. What do you complain about the running game for? Ain't nobody trying to really push. Ain't nobody really trying to pull. Ain't nobody trying to punch. Ain't nobody trying to really do that. Because like you said, somebody go ahead and fall over somebody's leg, roll over somebody's leg. Now they injured for the season. We trying to avoid that.
Right.
But hey, thanks, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Wonderful show, man. Love both of y'all, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, here we go, man. We're going to close this phone line out. I'm going to take my man right here, Slowfolk. If you'd like to call in, please do so by the end of this phone call or you will be locked out. I got my man Slowfolk on the line. Is this Slowfolk? Is this Slowfolk?
Yo. What's going on, Coach? What's going on, V12?
Is this Slowfolk? I got to get verification.
Yes, man.
Y'all clap it up for Slowfolk for winning. Slowfolk won the giveaway for the month of April. Slowfolk won the giveaway for the month of April. So Slowfolk, you know, you get to get anything in the store. You're a member. So because you're a member, you got a chance to get a spin on the wheel. You won. Anything you want in the store, just let me know. We definitely can chop it up in the Discord. You can email me your information. I'll get it ordered and sent to you. Just let me know what it is. We'll talk about it, screenshots, whatever the case may be. But other than that, man, what's your thoughts on the game, man? Congratulations to you.
Man, I appreciate that. But to keep it honest with you, Coach, I ain't even watched the game. I ain't have to. I mean, them guys, they gonna put the work in. I know we getting better every year. The expectations are the expectations, and I know the game that we saw or the game that they put out there today was definitely not gonna be the one that they put out there versus Florida. So, but from what y'all saying, they looked good. They're not gonna get any worse. You know what I'm saying? They're just gonna build on what they did, and I'm looking forward to the season, man. I'm looking. I was drinking the Kool-Aid a long time ago. I'm a Kool-Aid abuser.
Okay, real quick, Zoe, who's a Florida State fan, but he's a good person. He's a good person, but he's a Florida State fan, so he ain't all the way good. He stopped at like 90%, low A. He says playback the show last year, and y'all said the same thing. It looks different. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I do agree. I agree. I mean, it can't help but look different. You got a true leader at the wheel, and I think that's the difference altogether. Because with that, you're gonna bring a different work ethic. You're gonna bring a different just a different attitude, just a different bounce out there. It's just a difference in being a vocal leader and somebody that walks it and talks it versus somebody that's laid back leading. I think that's what it all had to do with it.
Okay, I was just making sure he said we said the same thing last year. I don't want to make sure we were tripping. But anyway, no, man, I appreciate it, man.
Tell him the word about Tallahassee.
12, anything you like to say before we get up off here? We got
congratulations, Slowfolk, man. Hey, I will go in there and try to get 2 things out of the shop.
Hey, I'm gonna get that Polar Timmy sweat hoodie. I already know. Real quick, V12, man. My dad graduated from your alma mater, man. My old boy, man. He went to Tennessee State, man. He actually on the Wall of Fame and he played football.
And hey, tell him by you saying that, I know he's a good man. Tell him I say what's up, go blue, and let him know if you want to come up here. We play Howard in October. Y'all come on up here, man. 12 will host y'all, man. Y'all come have a good time. TSU and Howard. It's gonna be a good time. Appreciate that shout out for sure.
All right. Well, there it is, man. Appreciate you, Slowfo. Like I said, we'll be in contact in the Discord, man, for sure.
All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe out there.
Anytime.
All right,
I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and lock the chat so we can get up out of here. We gotta get these callers off of here. I gotta take the phone number down. All right, so the phone number's gone. Let me lock the chat. If you lose out, you lose out.
The conference has been locked.
All right, here we go. We're gonna roll through these things here. 5881. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. You got 2 minutes.
This is Bo calling from Hollandale.
All right, Bo from Hollandale. What's up?
I'm trying to get on this old man. I don't know if he was old or young, but the raspy voice talking about the D tackles and all that.
Randy from
If
Orlando.
he watched Randy, if he watched this defense, he will see that this is really a DN linebacker and a safety-based defense. The D tackles we had last year, they was just eating up the space. That's why Gore had all those sacks. The man had 7 sacks last year, more than our D tackles. I really don't like when the fans like to call in and they don't want to talk about the good stuff. And you talk about last year, the Rutgers game, man. Come on, man. I don't want to hear that. Which we missed a lot of tackles in the backfield. That running back broke a lot of tackles.
Mm-hmm.
We really dominated them people. The offense didn't really do nothing. Rutgers offense really didn't do nothing. They had a lot of little here and there, but otherwise, this team right here, this year made 44 years I've been going to Hurricane game, man. I know what it looked like.
That's right.
I know what the competition looked like. Iron sharpens iron, buddy. Trust me. Cam Ward, you need a quarterback that's going to get you there. And he just was out there playing a little rugby ball with him, too, just lagging around. You feel me? Trust me. Don't let nobody detour y'all from what y'all think we're going to win. And I'm going to get on last year, too. We could have beat Georgia Tech. We had that game won. We should have beat NC State. We had that Louisville game and that Florida State game. So people want to always throw that 7-5 in there like we were sorry. But this team competed last year. And this year you're going to see a whole nother step. And I see it in the competition, man. And I'm going to go on a limb and say, we stay healthy like you say, Coach. This team can win 11 games easy with that schedule, man. A quarterback is the one that gets you there, man. The wide receiver showed me something. Jacoby George was in a non-contact jersey. They ain't even see the real him this year.
That's right.
And Porter, knocked out, man. I just thank for the call, but all y'all haters, keep that negative energy off UM. Keep it to yourself, man. That's what's wrong with y'all. I'm out.
I love it. Thank you, man. Appreciate the call, brother. Y'all clap it up for him. Go ahead, man. All right, real quick, man. As I said, the phone lines have been locked. Unfortunately, like I said, we got to do some running around. But anyway, I totally get it, man. Artavius, the real spill for the $5. He says if Ja'Carri Brown played the same amount of snaps as Cam, the numbers would be similar with more rushing yards. Here's what I'll tell you. I won't dispute numbers, but what I will dispute is experience. I can't say numbers. I think Ja'Carri Brown is a more prolific runner than Cam Ward. I don't think that's deniable. But what I will say is experience. What we saw today with Cam Ward with just the flicking of the ball, and some people look at it like, everybody can't do that. Some of the stuff you saw was straight because he knew what was in his radar. Some of that stuff you may not see it as a fan. I'm not trying to I'm bigger than that. I just kind of know what I'm looking at in that sense, and I know where he's moving. Some of it's not even a read. The read is here, but he knows his check down is back here. I skip 2-3 and go straight to the check down because I don't have time. I feel it collapsing on me. I know when to step up, step back, step out. That is experience. That is experience. And that's where I think Cam Ward takes the notch over all of the other quarterbacks. I'll just put it to you like that. All right. So I'll say that. 12, anything you'd like to respond, but thank you for the $5 though.
Yeah, there's a bigger gap. I like JB. I don't think there's a comparison. I mean, we want to break it down into rushing, but I think rushing doesn't necessarily get you wins. And yeah, he could possibly have more rushing. I can argue that. I don't, but I think Cam Ward, sometimes when you run, it may be the situation you may not have to run. Sometimes you see Cam Ward a couple times where he probably was going to run the ball, but the coach's point, he saw the running back and he flipped it. So decision making is the real big thing. And so when you look at the guys like the Caleb Williams and the Bo Nix and all these guys, Michael Penix, they can run, but their decision making is what's the highest point of their intelligence, and they're able to will their team to win, make the proper throws. So JB will eventually get there, but right now, like I told Coach, there is no comparison between Cam and any other quarterbacks right now. Not to say JB won't get there one day, but right now, it's not even close.
Correct. Nah, you good. He said, I'm the idiot then. No, you're not the idiot. No, I get
No,
it.
no.
I know where you're headed, though, Artavia. I know where you're headed, but I get where you're going. But much love to you, man, and very appreciative. All right, 5570. Let's rock this thing to it. 5570. Come to you, call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. Got 2 minutes. 5570, going once.
5570.
Oh, boy, I'm about to hear.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on, baby? Hey, I'm out here driving these trucks, man.
Be
what's
safe,
going
man.
on? Hey,
talk to
my
us.
thing is right now, right? We going into the transfer portal. We need free agents. We can't just add no regular average player, none of that. You need impact players. If they're gonna add impact players, how many impact players do you think we need, and at what positions?
Listen, to be honest with you, I think right now there are not going to be a lot of high-level impact players in the portal. Remember, this is the second round for the portal. So the first portal was in January, December. Now we're coming to 2 portals for the year, December and now April. So you may not find many impact players. And if you do find high impact players, do they want to come to Miami, whereas there seems to be a lot of competition? If based on what the caller said, do we maybe need another D line? We may need some D linemen. What's the quality of the D linemen we're going to get in the portal at this particular point in time?
All right, right now we got 2 defensive linemen that we added in against the transfer portal earlier, right? I don't know what Amar Moten did today because I'm watching my stuff off the phone, watch the game off the phone, so I couldn't really see as much. I don't know what his production was or what. Now I know we do got 2 more 2 freshmen coming in. One the guy that's like a 5-star. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to contribute. I don't know how much or whatever. You still got Harrison Hunt or whatever. So I don't know if they might just go add another one or what. I don't know. Safety. Do you say safety?
Yeah, we can have. Yeah,
you would like to work on.
Yeah, but my thing is, I'm not saying we can't get players. I think if we get players, barring anything can happen. One may slip through. Someone said,
right.
Yeah, one may slip through, but
we got enough players right now and enough talent right now on our roster.
Yeah, so we
go out there and get another average player. We need to just go ahead and work with what we got. Now we might. I mean, you got Marquise Williams. People always say he's small or whatever. Hey, put him out there, man. Football player is a football player, man. You've been playing football since you've been 5, man. That's how we do it in Florida.
For sure.
He's gonna come up and hit you and all that. So all that smallness and these players need to develop. How do you think they've developed back in the days at UM? Put them out there and play. And like you said, the difference is between our quarterbacks, right? I mean, the quarterbacks behind Cam, they don't have the experience. That's the problem. It's not you're not putting the kids out there to play to get the experience. See, you'll bring a player in like the transfer portal who has been doing average in college, but our players have the potential to be superstars. Who 2nd round, 3rd round NFL players? That's the recruit that you bringing in. But they can't get there if you're not putting them on the field.
I agree with you. Real quick, man, let me just say this because I got to push on, man. I hear where you're coming from. But to 12's point and to your point, but to 12's point first is once you get into this stage of the game of recruiting and the portal, there's slim pickings unless there's one or two guys that may pop up. For example, people keep bringing up Martinez from Oregon State, right? Cool. Here's the problem. I'm just going to call this a spade. Do we want, and I know y'all going to try to knock my head off, but just making a comparison. We have a Mark Fletcher in that body type, right? Martinez is a great back, big time, 1,000+ yard rusher. Not a home run hitter, though, right? Big guy, but not a home run hitter. That doesn't mean we can't use him for a piece, but then now you start getting back into the thing of the depth, the this. And everybody wants to play now. I get that. All right. If you get other pieces, if there's a guy, like if a Caleb Downs popped on the board, that's a no-brainer, bro. I think the pieces we get now in the transfer portal, unless there's that one-off, that anomaly somewhere out there, are placeholders, are depth pieces. Yes. I don't think they're starter pieces. They're depth pieces, unless he's a guy who, you know, whatever, this spring somebody tried him or they kicked him off the team, something like that. But those are the one-offs. Those are the exceptions, not the rule. But, man, I appreciate it. I got to run, man. Thank you.
Let me just say one more thing. We don't really need no running backs. Chris Johnson, he's gonna be a home. He'd be like one player away from breaking long runs, man. Yeah. Be all right back there, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We all right, man.
Be safe out there on that road, brother. Be safe on the road, man. Shut up. Man.
For sure.
All right, good call right there, man. Remember Chris Kane in the building. Call to talk to us. Give us your name. I'm tripping, dog. I'm sorry. Chris Kane in the building. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, B12? What's good with you, man?
We here, brother. How you doing?
Chilling, man. Hey, yeah, man. I just I ain't gonna keep it long because I know y'all gotta go. Team look very well balanced. You know, got some things we can work on. Cam Ward is he is that dude, but at the same time, it's like we got to see what it looks like August 31st because we're going against ourselves right now. So I want to see what the first game looks like and take one game at a time. You do have a good point, though, Coach. We could do that as far as their record is concerned, but we have to stay healthy and we have to stay consistent. It's not just about injuries because we could be a healthy team but still lose games because of inconsistencies. So we have to be consistent and we got to make sure that their injury bug does not hit us. Or as you would say, break a shoelace. As far as this spring game, this has been one of the most well-rounded spring games that I've seen in a long time. Despite of the injuries that we do have, I do think that we can go far. We just have to do what we need to do to be consistent and have, just go out there and just do what we can do. Right. Do our best, leave everything out there. We showed a lot of fight this game. They was talking some smack, doing all that kind of stuff. That's what we're built on. We're not a white-collar team. We have knockdown, drag out, talk shit, and we'll back it up too, type team. So we can talk it, but now we got to back it up and just be consistent. But other than that, I think we did pretty good out there, but we still got a lot to prove. And another thing, I don't care what nobody else say, August 31st, Gators is going to be ready. They spring game to me was a little ass water, but I'm going to be honest with you. They're going to be ready August 31st because that is a rivalry game.
I heard that. All right, Chris. Well, I appreciate it, man. He was hanging out with us in the champagne room watching the game, man. Thank you so much, man. Let me push. I got about 3 more callers, and I'm out. We got to get out of here, man.
All right, Joe. Okay.
Much love to you, Chris. You're 100% right.
Take care.
Much love to him. I just saw something else big just pop up here on the screen, or maybe I didn't.
Do you think we will make the playoff? I think this team is poised to make a run with the schedule and what we have going on. But like Chris said, let's take it one game at a time. I think this is one of the teams that could probably get us there.
Yeah, definitely. If I missed it, I believe I missed this. Myrick, the youth member for 5 months, says, I believe we have a bright future. Yes, Myrick. Thank you for being a member for 5 months in the building. All right, we got 2 more players. 2 more callers, and we up out of here, man. 728 people in the building. Call to talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Yo, this Wood, man. What's up?
Wood, what's up with your home
What's
team?
up?
How's it going, man?
Everything good? What's up, y'all?
I know you was at the game, Wood. I know you was at the game.
Yeah, I just got back, man. So I was trying to see how I looked on TV, man. What y'all thought? I mean, I just got in, so I didn't catch the whole show, but I was wondering what y'all opinion was.
Well, Wood, you tell us, because that's a good question, because I wanted to ask somebody who went to the game. Tell us what you saw, the feeling there. Did you go to the game last year?
Yeah.
What's the difference in them
That was
playing
a
at home? What them playing at home versus last year in Fort Lauderdale? What's your feel? What did you see? What was your experience at the game today?
Well, it was more personal. I was, I was on the sideline, so I was a little more closer to the players and stuff. But it was more like a family feel, man. Because remember, you have all the old alumni came back yesterday. They celebrated them guys, so them guys was littering the sideline. I mean, Coach Rick was standing right beside me. He was, I heard him talking. He's saying, he predicted double-digit wins. So that's a lot of what y'all talking about.
That's what I'm talking about, Mark Rick.
As far as the offensive line, yeah, Mark Rick, Coach Rick, yeah. So he was saying, I heard him little whispers. He was saying based on what he saw, he said double-digit wins. If that's anything, if that means anything. What I saw, it's kind of hard to gauge it when you're on the field. That's why I wanted to see what y'all saw there. I did see that, definitely the line is looking right. The old line, we looking all the way across the board, looking solid. The quarterback play, it was kind of hit and miss in me. Now, if you're talking about Ja'Cory and you talking about Cam, I mean, size-wise, physically, I mean, Ja'Cory looked like a whole different player. Now, skill set, Cam probably got it. He does have that release and all that. But overall, I feel like it was kind of like last year. I didn't really see much difference to me. I can't really gauge off of this. But I think overall, we just gonna have to see, man. I don't think they really showed us anything as far as plays or whatever as well. I will say though, there was a back something Wheatley. I don't know if he's a walk on. I saw him making some plays real time. I don't know what it looked like on TV. The little back was scampering. And Chris Johnson, man, I know he's highly touted, man, but that boy need to put some weight on. I would just say that. So
yeah, he's a little light now. He is a little light. And so let me ask you this: Chris Wheatley Humphrey, aka Hellcat. What is his size like in person? He's from South Broward. He went to South Broward. What is his size like?
Oh, he's okay. He was decent, man. You know what I mean? He been there for a minute. I mean, and also his he just seemed like he had a more natural ability to find them holes. I don't know if it looked like that in the game.
But I'm talking about his size.
Making more plays.
I know, but his size. I'm talking about his body structure. Is he a
big
kid, a little kid, or what?
Is he a true freshman?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely bigger than Chris Johnson for sure. So he's somewhere in between Chris and maybe Citizen right now.
Okay.
So he's not that tall, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, he looked like he could put on some more weight for sure and get more solid. You know what I mean? But height-wise, he's probably about between Citizen and Chris Johnson height, and in between their weight right now, I would say.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering because he looks thin, but he looks big. He looks bigger than Chris Johnson, but then he weighs the same. Like he's got a confusing body structure. You know what I mean?
Does he weigh the same?
That's what they're saying on here. But he's not a big guy.
That's that paper. That's why they're on paper. That's
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. On paper, they got him light. Like when because I did his WRE, and I remember I was saying, "No, that guy kind of a little light." But then when you look at him, he looked heavier. But then, like Chris Johnson looks like
put on some weight since he got there because he early enrollee. He been working out all
yeah, but some weight compared to what I thought he was is way different. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like yeah. So anyway, but other than that, man, Wood, man, I appreciate you, man. Like I said, we were interested about the atmosphere actually being there.
Yeah.
How many fans you think were there? They brought seats in. If you had to guess, they said it holds 500. But we know they brought bleachers in. If you had just give a number off the top of your head.
Soccer stadium. It's a track field. Yeah, it's a soccer stadium track field. So, I mean, it could be 500, but I got the more impression, like to your point the other day, like you were saying, it was more for the VIPs, man. It wasn't really for the fans. So you had a lot of big boosters and stuff there. You had a lot of returning players and mostly a lot of high school kids, recruits and stuff like that. So, I mean, there was probably a small group. I saw the handful of the Kane guys, the diehard fans that are always at the games, they were in there. But otherwise, I mean, I would just say it was more of an exclusive event this time. So
Gotcha.
I don't know how that's going to translate to the regular fan base, their appreciation for it.
Right.
But realistically, I think more people end up watching on TV.
I got you. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, Wood. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Let's get to the last caller.
All right, but
6781.
real quick, what did you think though? I didn't hear what y'all thought. Y'all, did we look good on TV? How we looked on TV?
Yeah, I thought it looked well. I thought it looked good on TV. I thought, we had a chance to see all of the quarterbacks play significant snaps, enough to make a judgment. I think we saw a good rotation of the running backs. We definitely saw a lot of Lofton, Elijah Lofton, number 9.
Right.
We saw them throw the ball down the field, cross the field, crossing routes, try to do some screen stuff. But, I mean,
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Right, man,
I'm going to ask you one question since you were there. I'm just going to ask you one question since you were there. What was the wording? What was the birds chirping about when it came to Ja'Cory Brown at the stadium, at the thing? I was just interested to hear what the birds were chirping about.
Well, I mean, the fans were definitely rooting for him to make plays. I mean, when he got in the series, I mean, it was definitely, you could hear the crowd was definitely on his side, like they want him to do well. And like I said again, I just feel like it's not that we've been. I can't really make an assessment progressing the time he's been there, but it almost seems like the same thing.
Gotcha. Man, my lights just flickered off, man. That's crazy. Anyway, all right. So I just want to make sure. I just want to hear that out to see what it was, man. But no, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Y'all what you say, man. Later.
All right, thanks, man. All right, last caller tonight, 6781. Coming to you, caller. Give us 1 second. Any last words, 12?
No, I mean, yeah, to answer, yeah, look to Woods call it looked good. Like I said, we saw enough, and progress is going to be the key during the summertime, just to kind of build upon what we saw, and we just move forward.
Gotcha. All right, 729 people in the building. We're on our last call here for the night. Caller, talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. What are your thoughts about the Miami Hurricane spring game?
Hey, what up, Coach Hayes? How you doing? This is the Tennis Channel, baby. You know me.
I know the voice. Talk to me, Tennis Channel. Been a minute.
I got a new number. I'm a CU fan. Everybody know that, right?
Okay.
And so you got the same problem that we have. You got some fans that's hating. You got the same, talking about when we need some coaches and we need this and we need that. Come on, coach. What you doing, baby? I thought you had control of that.
Man, I'm just a dude. I'm just your favorite coach. That's all I am.
No, you the man, baby.
No, Tennis Channel. You don't listen to me. Hold up, Tennis Channel. Hold up, Tennis Channel. Listen, you don't listen to me. What did I tell you? There are a lot of similarities, didn't I? Did I not tell you that? I've said that for many months now. Right or wrong? Right or wrong?
Now okay? Listen.
Hold up. No. Answer that question.
You ain't pulling me in that trouble. This is your show. Let me talk. Let the guests talk. Let the guests come in the house and have a seat. Now look, I see you got a new sidekick there, huh? Fresh meat, baby. Fresh meat.
12. You want to slap this? You want to slap him or you want me to slap him?
Hey, listen, just because you're part of the pick. Hey,
I'm gonna slap you back.
Hey, listen. Just because you're part of the pickleball channel, that don't mean it's a new sidekick. I just been on a hiatus. So whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. Hey, listen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The only thing that the Hurricanes have in common with CU is the fact that our quarterbacks run together. They run in the same field. They practice down there in Florida, I think, a lot in the off season. And they're good buddies like that. So if you this year, based on what the Hurricanes have, what CU have, do you think the Hurricanes are able to withstand the power that CU is going to put on the field this year? Do you believe that? What do you believe? Because what I'm hearing, brother, is like y'all got some doubts about what you have that's going to go out there. That's what I hear.
Tennis Channel, do you have a mustache?
Yeah, I got a mustache, brother. I got my beard and everything. It's white.
That's all right. It won't be white for long. Because I bet you the right side of your mustache and beard to the left side of mine, that our record is better than y'all.
Oh, I'm not talking about the past. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm not talking about the past either. I said I would bet the left side of your mustache and beard to the right side of mine that Miami's record would be better than Colorado's.
This year?
Sir, I'm not talking about
But
last
that's
year.
not the question. But that's not the question. The question is, do you think, or do you believe, or do the Hurricane fans believe that they could beat CU this year?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Now, how delusional are you, my brother? What kind of delusion? What you got in that cup down there, man?
I'm so delusional, Tennis Channel. I'm so delusional that I want to bet you the right side of your beard to the left side of mine that our record be better than yours. Because we're not going to play each other. Because we're not. So let's make that bet. How would you like to do that right now?
We might. What do you mean? Make the bet?
Make the bet right now.
You want me to put my rent money?
No, I want the left side of your beard, no Diddy, to the right side of my beard, no Diddy. Come on, don't hesitate now.
No, I'm not hesitating. I mean, what do you mean by the beard? You want me to cut my beard off?
Just the right side of it. I want you to walk around through the world with half of your beard showing. Since you believe so much, since you believe,
yeah, I believe that. I will cut the right side of my beard off, and actually, you know what I might do? I might send it to you, and you can show the fans.
No. We're gonna do it live on camera. We're gonna cut it off live on camera.
I love it. That means I'm gonna let this bad boy grow out. I'm gonna let it grow.
Yeah, do that,
Coach. Hey,
I love
Coach,
you, man, but I gotta
guys,
go.
You know I love you, brother. You know I love you. That's why I call and mess with you all the time.
I know.
You know, but you dog see you out, and I don't be liking that. You know, but you do it in a very sophisticated, nicey. It's like that nicey way. You know, it's like, you know, you got your arms around me sometimes, and then you know that other hand is like,
No Diddy.
This knife going
No
in my
Diddy.
back.
No.
You know. But I just want.
Well, this time you're going to feel that blade going across your face while you shaving your beard. You ain't got to worry about it going in your back. How about that when you shave that beard off? Tennis Channel, I love you, man, but I got to run, man. Much love to you for real. I'll be back on. You can call me on Tuesday. Call me on Tuesday when I do the Colorado show to talk about Colorado, because you don't call me no more like you used to.
No, I don't, but I've been into some good stuff, you know, but I will.
I know that. You've been into the hurricane shows. Some good stuff. You right. And you learning. Much love to you, man. Tennis Channel. Appreciate you, brother. Much love.
Love you, man. Bye.
You too, man. That's Tennis Channel. Y'all don't know. He went to state in pickleball in 1979. He and E. Brown actually came up with the game, like James Naismith came up with basketball. E. Brown and Tennis Channel came up with pickleball, and it has just started to become popular here in the States. I'll say all this to say, man, 12, any last words you like to say as I get this man to grow his beard out?
It's a good start. It's a decent spring game. I was impressed. I was entertained by the spring game. And the only thing we can do is continue to build on this and move forward. I'm looking forward to the season, bro. That's all I can say.
Me too, man. I'll be interested. I think Monday, Tuesday is going to be a hotbed of transfer portal movement. Some guys backing up U-Hauls to their dorm rooms right now. And there's some guys pulling up U-Hauls to their new dorm room, getting ready to rock and roll. So with all that being said, man, I appreciate everybody that came by. We got to run. They got a big UFC fight tonight, man. Make sure y'all check that out. And I don't know who's fighting. I just know somebody's going to be bloody by the time it's over. And with that being said, it's always about the you. We'll holler at you. And thank you for over 700-800 people being in the building. Want to talk about that. But all that being said, we out of here. Peace. God dang on it, 12. How I cut this crap off, man? I think I got to press this button. Hold up. Then I got to press this button. Now I got it. Damn Colorado fans calling up on the Kane show talking about can Miami beat Colorado. These people out there damn mind.
They need to worry about Central Florida.
You better worry about coming to Orlando and have them Knights put the Mickey Mouse ears on that ass. That's what they be worried about.
Take that.
Oh, damn, we still alive. My bad. Go Canes. Peace.